Hello there once again, all you wonderful lovelies. It is I, Gorilla-san, aka Lynn. Allow me to welcome you back to another episode of PowerWash Simulator. This one. I'm either going to take a break after this episode from PowerWash and play a different game, or, depending on if it actually intrigues me, I will stick it through to finish it, because we almost finished Career. It's almost done. And I get a really good PowerWash nozzle after that. This is a biggin', but it doesn't look too difficult. I mean, it's just an ancient statue in a desert that I am not familiar with whatsoever. We have soap! It's been a while since we had soap. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hi, Wishy! I hope your friend Hopper and for the Global Archaeological Society. I work for your friend Harper for the Global Archaeological Society, and you can't read, and we desperately need your help. All the recent seismic activity, coupled with the worst storm in living memory, has unearthed the most extraordinary statue I've ever seen. Hello, babyface. Yes, what's up? Oh, we've no idea who made it or when, but we're hoping that with your help, those questions will start to get answered. Thanks so much. Sonia! Yes. Hi. I was getting pat in the face like, hey, Mom, attention. Yes, tiny baby face. Yes, I love you. P.S. I'm not Sonya Blade. No Mortal Kombat jokes. It's not easy to do that with my mouth, because my other hand is preoccupied with kitty cat. Ooh, ancient statue. Right. There should be an achievement here, I believe. Give me 1 sec. Alright, I was correct. There are 2 achievements here. One of them is quite evil. We must clean the statue with only using the white nozzle. So friggin' evil. And then... Wait, isn't this the one I cleaned? It is the one I cleaned! And the next we have to move 4 buckets. So I got to... Bless you. I'm gonna... Meh. I've moved you. I see one over here. I see 2 over here. Okay. It has been moved. Is this one no move? Let me double check if that's actually one I gotta do. I do see another one over here, so there's 4 buckets in total. There's not one on... let's see. Apparently only the 4 buckets can move. There's a 3rd. It has been moved. So where is bucket 4? I'm going to look that up real quick so I don't waste too much time, because this is going to be probably a huge thing. Okay, I found it. Right up here. I've done this right. Yeah. All I had to do was move it. Alright, now... It just seems stone and he's covered in sand. Should be totally fine. Are you sure it's an ancient statue and not a promotional statue? Like those people who found the promotional dragon skulls for Game of Thrones on the beach? Hey Wishy, thank you for heading all the way out of town. It's great to catch up with you again. I don't know if my settings are right for sound, because it still seems kinda Kinda la 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 la. Oh. So I'm just gonna see if I can move this ever so slightly too. I do like hearing the ambient. I do like my water. I mean my atmosphere. That seems fine. Water is what probably would be my big issue. UI volume's fine. That's fine. Ambient volume, fine. Footsteps, fine. Water reverb, little low. See again. Yeah, that seems a little better. Maybe just right in the middle. Should be good. That. Yeah. Seems. Ah, loud bird. Yeah, this is fine. Can you believe the quality of the statues? This is like 8,000 years old. Trying to think what civilizations were doing stuff like that. It's also directly facing Mount Ruthless, almost like it's keeping watch. That is a terrible name for a volcano, but it probably has that for a well-deserved. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty cat? Come, baby face. Come on. Lay down. Here you go. Get your nap in. There you go. All you have to do is be cute. Screamy bird. I'm not sure how far I will be able to get with this white one. Screamy birds. Usually there's something like going on in the background that I can check out, but I guess it's just volcano. It's a big one, but I don't think it's a too big of a one situation. Yeah, some achievements in this game are a little on the difficult side. You don't have the right tools. I still have to do one clean something without popping off a single completion. I think it's like getting a 95 or a 99%. I can't remember what the percentage was. I've gotten close, but then something pops and then I'm like, God dang it. It's an evil feeling. So it appears that Undyne came all the way out here to wrestle a volcano. That's what I'm taking out of the lore here. I joke. Not everything can be Undertale for me. Speaking of which, a newsletter came out. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 coming out in June! It was either June or July. I'm honestly forgetting, but still, that's really damn close. That's either next month or the month after. Worth it. The internet's gonna explode again. The fan art and the comics are gonna be reaching untold levels of just suddenly just being there. It's gonna be amazing. Inspiration's gonna hit so many people. That's what I love most about it. Somebody works hard on something and everybody's able to enjoy it in their own way and be inspired by it. That's a good feeling. Okay, so the quite can get that rust off. It's gonna take a bunch of time. I was worried that it would be pointless. I mean, why would they put an achievement in there? That would be utterly folly. Also, they run a risk. If this thing is nearly 10,000 years old, I know they said like 8, they are making me use a pressure washer on it. That is some ballsiness that they're willing to risk this archaeological find of the century, of the millennium even, on the grounds that I don't blast this thing to kingdom come. Can you imagine that? It's like we need somebody to clean the sarcophagus of Tutankhamun. Go in there with a pressure washer, fucking obliterate it. Why did you do that? You told me to clean it. We expected like a scrub brush. You ordered a power washer. And power washing is what I do. I'm not seeing the issue here other than you were not specific. Not sure why I went all rural there. That does remind me of barn finders. It's had a couple of updates, nothing really to write home about. Put on a video. I finally 100%. I 100% the achievements before, but then when it had like more DLC updates, I finally was able to do those. It's so nice to 100% a game, especially when it's a good game and it makes you want to do that. It's fun. Looking at you, Temtem, which sucked the soul out of me and made me freaking bitter. I know, I will probably never 100% complete that. I can live with that. I don't like that I have to live with that, but I can live with that. This fishman, he will know what it's like to be clean again. Wait a minute. This is the torso. This is the waist. Is there a giant fish dick under here? I have to put in at least some crude humor. We're all thinking it. What was it? Everyone just thought the Easter Island heads were just heads, and then they started to dig under them and started finding deeper statue bits. I guess whoever made it is an advanced mythology already? What? I don't think you understand what mythology is. The web spine along its back, some sort of reptile deity? You are cross-sectioning things. I'm not sure there's a reptile that has such a spine. At least in our zoological files today. He's more aquatic to me. That's why immediately I made an Undine joke. Gave fish vibes. Could be the pop culture in me from always seeing such designs as fish people. That's because I've never seen reptiles with this. The closest thing to a reptile that we had with spinal ridges like this, that was in the period before the dinosaurs, just before them, where we had mammal-like reptiles, which were a blending of the two. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's a very popular one. Fudge. I'm trying to remember the name of it. If you ever watch the Game Grumps' other show for the 10-minute Power Hour and you see the two dinosaurs that represent Danny and Aaron, it's Aaron's dinosaur. The one with the big fin along its back. It's technically not a dinosaur. It's a mammal-like reptile. It came before the dinosaurs. Fuck, I even think it was in, like, the last Jurassic Park movie. Not the new one, but just the other stupid one that came out before it, where it was all about locusts. I think they had, like, mini versions of them that were about the size of, English bulldogs. I thought that was supposed to be the end of the journey for that series. Like, 3 movies represent Jurassic Park, and 3 movies would represent Jurassic World. Mainly because nobody fucking knows what the hell they're doing with that series anymore, so they were gonna end it there. But no, this last one, where they've made another biologically engineered mutant dinosaur. This, I swear, I've seen the design for this thing. It reminds me of the Goliath from the video game Evolved. Can't believe that game went under. That game was cool. But yeah, it reminds me of that. It's body shaped like a gorilla almost. Got big head, small face. It's got little baby T-Rex arms, but also big normal arms and big legs. I don't know what they're doing. They're going. When it came to the original 3 movies, I'm not even sure about the 3rd movie because that one's just fucking all over the place. I mean, there's a part in the beginning where Alan Grant's having a dream on a plane where a raptor is talking to him saying, "Alan!" Meme that to hell and back. But, at least the first 2 were interesting. Hell, they put the T-Rex in its place with the Spinosaurus. They haven't tried that. It's always about the fucking T-Rex. I get it, everybody loves the T-Rex. But it's like, they introduce a new amazing dinosaur who's stronger than the T-Rex. And then T-Rex comes in. The T-Rex is fucking Goku from Dragon Ball Super. Or Dragon Ball Z in general. Because no matter how strong everybody around them gets, Goku's gonna come in, steal the win, make it all about him. Same thing with the T-Rex. The T-Rex has to come in after having its ass whooped, steal the victory, looking like a big shot. Of course, these things aren't necessarily literal. Of the Egyptians had statues of heads and storks and cows. This is clearly not the same kind of architecture. Doesn't mean the pyramids were chock full of fish and hay. What the? In some aspects of mythology, the Egyptian gods were the Greek gods who had ran away after Typhon, the king of all monsters, was released upon them from Gaia. They had fled after Zeus had been defeated. So they took up refuge in Egypt under new names and new godhoods. It was only later they returned with a plan and were able to defeat Typhon. It was a very tough battle, but I believe it was the last great plan Gaia had as revenge against her family. Typhon is said to still be alive. He is just stuck under a mountain, but after he was placed under it, it became a volcano. So every time it quakes and rumbles and springs with life, it is said that it is Typhon stirring, waiting for his opportunity to re-emerge and get revenge. Wait till he finds out that his wife was killed, and all his children. Well, not Cerberus. Cerberus is still alive, and he works in the underworld with Hades. The goodest good boy. Okay, let's get this. Boop, 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 boop. There should be like right about there. Normally, the depictions of Cerberus are of it just being a dog, three-headed dog. That's just all beasts. But technically, both its parents were sentient creatures. They were capable of speech. They were, I would almost say, somewhat god-ish. Not quite. I mean, they were capable of death, and in the Greek lore, while the gods are not capable of death, they are capable of being wounded and contained, such as the capturing of Ares, where he was stuck in a jar for, I think, several months, maybe even a year. When he got out, he was pissed. It was not good after that. But I like to think of the idea that Cerberus was also sentient. So, like, one moment he's like, "Who's a good boy?" And the next, he'd look up and he'd be like, "Don't patronize me, mortal. I am the renderer of souls, the guardian of the abyss. But also do get my belly rubs." It'd just be silly. Silly little head cannons. For it's not like I can wander down the river Styx, offer a coin to Charon, and then say, "I would like to just be here for the next couple of hours and boop the snoot of the best boy." I would be looked at crazy. If anyone else is into Greek mythology, can somebody... I don't think I've ever found an explanation, but what does Charon do with... Not Charon, like Chiron, or however you want to pronounce his name. The ferryman. What does he do with the coins given to him? I always found that odd. They don't really have a use for currency like we do. So what is the reason he takes money? I know it's payment for crossing the river, but what is it for? What does he do with it? Where does it go? The underworld, Hades is also known for being the lord of the dead, the lord of the underworld, and the lord of wealth, because all wealth stems from underground. That's where all the gold and gems and stuff come from. That's why he was known as the lord of wealth. He can splurge on his wife, make her a slay queen, all the riches he's got. But yeah, they don't necessarily need our coins, so it's really weird. Having said that, have you ever heard of aquatic ape theory? Oh, don't you start with the mer people. I already knew this was going Atlantean the moment I saw this thing. Some believe that we humans spent part of our African history living semi-aquatically. Well, that's why we do have the webbing between our fingers. It was theorized so that we could swim better at some point. They say that why we were only hairless apes, that the webbing hands, yeah. They also say the reason our fingers wrinkle up or prune up in the water, it's so that we have better grip underwater. That always thought it was a fringe theory before. My good doctor, do study the statue before you start seeing a giant fish man with very noticeable nipple placement. And thinking, there were Atlanteans here. Mer people. Fish people with gigantic things I will not mention. I'm kidding. Fish don't have ding-dings. At least not in a traditional sense. That's always the hilarious thing when it comes up to the would you smash a mermaid argument. Because yes, the top half is human. And that's the aesthetically pleasing part that everybody goes for. But the bottom half is fish. And fish don't have the same reproductive organs as people. So, they don't fuck. Fish don't fuck. Girls lay eggs, they bounce. Guys come in, jizz all over them, they bounce. That is fish sex. So when people are like, would you smash a mermaid? You're not gonna get what you think you want out of that. But then in lies the problem. The reverse mermaid. Because now you got a fish face looking at you and just genitalia sticking out from below with legs. Mer people would be... It's hard to break a stereotype of a sexified mythological creature. But if you think about it biologically, you're not getting jack shimmity shake out of trying to score with a mer person. You'll get companionship, but you're not going to get the sexual enjoyment that you think you're going to get. This is the weirdest fucking conversation I've had while playing this game. Thank you. At least it's something that's stimulating my brain. Let's see. That chip in his shoulder was already there. It was not me, I swear. Okay, let's see. Oh, this crap all up in his crevices. He's got earwax for days. Yeah, I believe it's just the ancient statue. I don't believe it's his entire being. Like, there's certain parts I won't be able to clean due to how the white nozzle works. Like this rust. Yeah, you see how it's... That, I don't know. Alright, managed to get some of that. There we go. Let's see if I can take this and leap off from above like a spider monkey. Get these little crevices along his arms, and Leroy Chicken! Get all up in there. Seems purposeful, like it was created from separate pieces that were all individually placed together like a puzzle. So, like, there was somebody working on the shoulder while somebody was working on big fish titty. Let's... There we go. Don't need to be super close to deal with this. And looking good, looking good. He's a big fishy boy. And he's gonna look big and beautiful soon enough. Get deep in these cracks and crevices. I can't tell if that's just reflection or dirt. It's gonna drive me bananas. I'm gonna figure out what it is. That's why I keep going over these places. Because it's reflection. But the reflection looks like dirt. And I am dirt finder, damn it. I find the dirt. Kill the dirt. Oh, we forgot to wash behind them ears, boy. Got dirty ears. Can't have dirty ears. You gotta hear it when people want to say they smash. Or pass. Sweepy, no swiper. I get so much, but so much of it is still there, still nagging me with the dirt. There we go, get it all up in there. Holy shit, we actually have 75% of this guy done? Dudes! Dudes, that is baller. That is pimp. Okay. Let's over here. I'm trying to think what this stone is. It's not obsidian. Part of me wants to say tanzanite, and I'm not sure why, and I don't know if that would be a viable stone for creating statues. Not you. We're going to Super Pro. Get it all up in there. Slowly. It's gonna be a bitch. And then hop. Woo! In through the wrinkle. In through the vein. In through this fish. And out through the brain. Uh-oh. That gunk I still have. I still have gunk on him. This will not be good. How? How you hit and no get shit? This nozzle insults my prowess. Doc, I don't know where you are, but if you're anywhere near the Muckingham, then you need to get out right now. Well, too bad. I have a job. I'm really fucked, aren't I? Could blow it any minute. Just praying that I've got some time to scoop Ma and Pa first. Yep. Sweet. Well, let's see if my fortune is going to be accurate. I'm gonna save the world somehow. Gonna save the world. Getting there, getting there, getting there, getting there. for sniffles. Not when the mountain's about to blow up. Get every little bit I can from the one side and then have it all pop up gloriously when I go to the other side. Yes. I have stuff missing on the floor. Not cool. There we go. There we go. Keep it up. Keep it up. I see it. It's almost like viewing the golden veins of a Greek god. Because they do not have normal blood. They have ichor, a golden fluid. Similar to blood, but poisonous to mortals. I don't know if you just have to touch it for it to be poisonous, but definitely do not try to drink it. It's bad for your health, okay? You're gonna die. Okay, up. Sproing. Let's see about getting the rest of the back here. Or is this angle too steep? It might still work. Spit. Cut it. Oh, look at that icky stuff. Icky stuff I've missed. Check here. There we go. Got his ear. Excuse me, bucket. I need you out my way, so I'm going to gently nudge you. Come on. And go that way. Thank you. I don't need bucket in my way right now. You have to clean out his ears. Make sure he hears the screams of the damned crying out for help. But there's a volcano about to erupt, and he's the only one watching over the progress. His glorious fish back. Little sweepy motions. Alright. Hop, skip, and a wee bloop right here. Right here. Look at that underside. Dreadful. All in this. Get this rust off my guy. He's going to look spiffy. Yeah, as they continued with that bored ape theory, it's the idea that why would we as a species only evolve to be one way? Every species likes to take its experimental place. That's why we have so many different versions of the same thing out there. Like, that's why there's not just a single cat. There are multiple versions of cats. Everything's an experiment of evolution to make something better, to see what works, and to see if there's a way to improve it. So why would we, as a species, only stick to land and limit ourselves? I mean, granted, it has worked for us in the most retarded way possible. Our bodies are not designed for standing upright. Our hips rotated backwards so that we can have this standing motion that we can for prolonged periods, but our spines cannot withstand being upright as long as we do, and that's why we always have so many back problems. You think we would be able to fix that after so many ages of being this way, but no. We've kind of stunted our own growth. Because evolution is not through just the same kind of breeding, I guess. That's a word I'm gonna have to put up in this. That's why, even in today's modern genes, you'll find that we as Homo sapiens had interactions with Neanderthals and other species of our genes at one point, and that DNA is still in our systems because it managed to crossbreed and keep going on, and, you know, it just continued. The genes are there. We can't exactly do that. At least with different versions of... it's gonna get into weird territory if I try to go into it. Because we're all technically the same species of humans, even though we're all different now. There is no other one of us to try and mingle for differences. So, like, say... That's why they think the aquatic ape theory is a thing. It's just a version of us that just said fuck to the land and went full water. It dropped the whole pretense of having lungs in favor for gills, maybe does a halvesies like dolphins. But, yeah. I think it has its merits as, yeah, why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't there be a species that tried it? Then again, the reason we probably don't see any evidence of it is because it didn't fucking work. Evolution has a nifty way of saying, hey, this isn't working, we're not going to go in this direction anymore. And that's by having a species die. So if we don't have any aquatic apes running around, it's probably because it didn't work. I say running around, you know. And sure, we may not have fully explored the ocean depths as far as we've explored the surface of the moon. But I think out of fucking 5,000 years, we would maybe have seen proof of such a thing. Gonna get this to ping, maybe? No? Oh, look at that crap in the crevices. There we go. Got some pingage. The only thing we can do as a species now, since we can't mix genetically with something else, because we're not just gonna go out into the wild and start banging random apes. That's not... We wouldn't be able to do shit, no matter how many weird crackpot theories there are. It's like, a woman banged a gorilla and she gave birth to Bigfoot. That bullshit. No, that's not how that works. You have to be very... In order for crossbreeding to happen, you have to be very close, genetically speaking, to Fudge, I lost my train of thought. Dad hollered for me, and I think I was trying to say how things have to be super closely related species-wise in order to crossbreed. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything. Kind of like how a horse and a donkey are similar genetically, and they share very close genetic ties to each other, and that's why we're able to get mules. A tiger and a lion are pretty close to each other. That's why we're able to get ligers or tigrons. That's right, there's two different ones, depending on which one is the mother and which one's the father. It's difficult. Alright, so now what am I missing here? God dang it. Under the titty. Under this titty. Under that arm. Okay. I still saw this. So we can't as a species, while we are related and part of the great ape family, we cannot technically go out, grab ourselves a chimpanzee or a gorilla or an orangutan or any member of the ape family and try to have offspring with it. It won't happen. All that's going to happen is your genitals are going to be terribly destroyed as the animal, rightfully so, destroys you. Not mess with those things. Bad news for everybody. Everybody die. Think horrible things. Because chimpanzees like to go apeshit and are terribly aggressive when they feel threatened and or challenged, and they have a bad habit of going for the face, neck, fingers, and genitals. It is not pleasant to mess around with animals. Yes, I said that word completely stupid for the sake of it. Alright, where are we looking at? What are we looking at? Oh, we got some gunk in here. So where? Oh, some of this fin. I think it's all around the head now. The head and... not sure. This fin's fine. No. Not sure where on the fin spine though. It might. I want to say it's all about that head and the jewelry now. This is a pain in the tuchus. If I can at least get the jewelry to be the last thing and make sure the statue is all I needed, like the body, I'll be fine. I'll be fine with that. That's totally tip-top doodler-tastic. Up, ladder. Thank you. Gotta make those fish titties sparkle. Fish titties sparkle. There we go. There we go, get that pop. Oh. That great Deku tree, did I miss that? Just looking for any of it. Definitely, this is gonna be a pain in the spruce. I do have to do this with the one on the jewelry. Oh god, that's gonna be so freaking tedious. There were spaces I missed. Right, keep me there. I see it. I see it. I got that. See it in the cheek there. Go. Go. Just looking for anything along the body line. That bird is screaming. It has so much to say, apparently. But that one, I don't. No, I think that bottom one's done. Base slab. Alright, gonna have to continue upward. Alright, boy. Oh, we got some lines here. Crown, jewelry, got it. Right. Oh, wrong way ladder. We're 99%. 90% of my problems. And dirt is totally one of them. Oh, we can't have none of that. None of that. Alright, 2. Stubby gun. That crevice. Yeah. Oh, there's the spine that I... Oh boy, look at that. Look at this crap I was missing. Can't have none of that. No, 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 we cannot. Where else? Oh yeah, spot under here. So difficult to do. Let's see, how are we doing here? What are we missing? Want to make sure I got you all neat and shiny. What are we looking at? I'm missing a back slab. That is not cool. It's not cool at all. Sucker is supposed to be so sweet. Oh, oh, there we go. Gonna need this. Where is it? I'll make that dirt pop. I wasn't expecting that. Really hope that did not come up on the recording. Okay, I had to pause for a bit because a bunch of stuff happened at the house. So it turns out I was wrong, and I don't need to use the white nozzle on this one. It is the statue monument. This is just the ancient statue, so I have been doing this needlessly, making it much harder for myself. But honestly, I think I've done good. Hadouken. Besides, we actually had some interesting conversation while I was having my own little moments. There we go. Much better. And now that I am not using that certain nozzle, clean the class. Work that sweet, sweet stuff off. It is a very learning. I hope that train isn't picked up on this thing. But it might. There is nothing I can do about it. Other than here, the anxious toots. Extendo! Do your thing! Yeah. I want to say it is possible to do this with the white one, as foolishly as I was doing. It would have just taken way longer. Alright. I also know there's the crown. You can see that from up here. Oh. There's that. And that. And let's get up under here. See what I can get blasting. Blasty blast. Alright, can't quite see what I'm doing here. Better. Oh my god, that bird! That bird is so noisy. There we go. I know I have to get the top of it, back of it. Stand up, please. Bloing. One level away from the top. Stuff right here. Anything else I'm missing here? Ah, yeah, there's the rim of it. Silly me. Confusing one statue thing for another. It's fine. I'm having fun. Who knows? Might still have time for another thing. Perhaps. We're feeling so bold. Still. Over here, I have to get the other side. Yeah, I see that. Fix this. That. So now. That. Here and that loose. That. Still missing edges of the necklace. Oh, really? Got all of it? So what are we? Press pendant. Alright. In here. There we are. I'm sure I had that earlier. Yes, slabs. Oh. That's cozy. Okay. Where though? Oh, probably the inside of the ear. Nope. Seemed fine there. Where do you hide your nuggets? Your nuggets of ear dirt. Alright, somehow I gotta get back up there. Ooh. Come on. Run, 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 run. Where's your ear dirt? Reveal your secrets to me. Right up in there. Got that. Right, and that leaves a face slab that I'm missing. Whoosh. Which one? Oh. Hey, up in there? Oh, no wonder I didn't see it. Whoosh again. This is awkward. Okay. And fin spines. Which one of you is a dirty, dirty liar? Dirty boy! Filthy, filthy, filthy. Helmet crest, helmet slab, and lower torso slabs. Who in here is a damn dirty boy? Seeing the helmet crest one lit up. Thought for sure I did that. But it pinged brilliantly. If it might. Oh, that thing. Gonna get, oh. I hope when PowerWash 2 comes out, they fix the jankiness of that thing. Where exactly would be nasty, nasty gear that has evaded me? My relentless pursuit of the clean. There we go. Helmet slab. Huh, okay. Let's figure this one out together. Not cause me to fall. Very, very upsetting. And the other one, I take it, is... where? I'm not seeing this side. Oh! Get it right in there. Make this boy shine. Clean. Not seeing where... Maybe I need to get up on top. Whee! That's what she said. Right. Where would he... Where would the... Oh, there it is. Lower torso slabs. Let's get this guy out of my way at the moment. Meh. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, look at that. Alright. That's one. Up. And... please help me. I've done a terrible thing, and my beloved stunt plane is egg bound. And I'm totally sure this is fine. Totally sure this is completely fine. Look at him. All sorts of shiny. Meanwhile, I'm saying the most ridiculous stuff around him. Thank you so much for your help with the statue. We are in awe, taken aback by the statue itself, let alone the beam of light that is fired at the volcano. So let's discover about these people, like who on earth are they? All looks pretty fishy-wishy. I think we can clean this stunt plane real quick. Let me do double check on this one. got nothing on the plate, so let's see that. My mama once told me never trust a man with a unique mustache, so why did I accept a job absolute unit with a top lip like an angry beaver? Truth is, the stunt work has dropped off and I take work where I can. We were going some kind of revenge mission, egg drop on the temple out of the middle of nowhere, and obviously the whole thing went terribly wrong. To be fair, it would have been fine had the client not insisted that we dived low so that we could get the last shot in himself, and we overtook all the eggs on the way down. Multiple embryonic bird strikes to the engine later, and it's a miracle we made it safely to the airport, albeit eggs on our faces. There we go. Should be fine now. We've been here before, right? Okay, so that was weird. Hey, Calvin. What was weird? Yeah, we were totally out here. We did a plane or a helicopter before. Guess we're getting the heck off Ruthless. There was this huge flash of light. Thought it was a gunner for sure, but no, the volcano just instantly calmed. She started to gurgle again now, but whatever it was should hopefully buy us some time to get everyone out of Muckingham at least. And the mayor certainly is helping on that. Ooh boy. Metal? Did any more happen? Yes. Sweet. Just in time. Becomes metal time. Get some of that stuff off. Glass, yeah. Oh, it seemed to work anyway. Oh boy. Doing good. Squeaky. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Hello, nice to meet you for the very first time ever, Timothy Timerson the First. I'm sure. That's not suspicious at all. Damn, already 21%? Fuck yeah. I understand that you'd be working at my private airport? Maybe. I have a right to be here. I will be relying on you to show the utmost discretion. Oh god. What now? Is this another craft that... We have some of the most important and secretive people in the world coming in and out of here, so whatever it is you see is not to be discussed with any other human. Is that clear? That was a different amount of J's. Propine. Any sort of clue? Is there a cat around? Where are the cats? Where are the cats? Me. It's all cleaned up. Yeah. Right, and down here. Oh, I already did that. Oh, that's what I thought. So did I miss something, or? Ah, there it is. I did miss something. Why didn't you tell me? So, you. To give an example, only yesterday we had a private jet plane. Say shit, I thought you didn't want me to know. Mr. Blabbermouth here. Who knows what was in the briefcase they were carrying, but I can tell you for nothing that it wasn't stationary. This dumbass is gonna get himself killed for blabbing. Now, if you went around telling that to any Tom, Dick, or Barry, we'd all be in for it. Says the guy giving out information he doesn't want known. I'm gonna get in there. There we go. Trying to get the rim there. Looking sharp. Is this... Choo-choos. Right, and... Huh. Why? Oh. There. Oh. I know, that's kind of stupid. Wasted right there, but... Seems totally fine. Where? Oh. This tiny little bit here. Making this real fast now. I'm talking about something else, but I'm not sure what to talk about. I kind of blew my metaphorical load of talking. Ooh, extra cleaning liquid. Wishy, we found something else amazing in the desert. Really, another historical moment. That's the one. I'm pretty sure I have to use the white nozzle on completely. Every day brings a new reason to keep your mouth shut. I get it, sir. You don't have to be trying. I don't talk. Besides, you're the one blabbing to me. All the little secrety secrets that'll get you dumped in a lake somewhere with a pair of cement shoes. Got a celeb flying out tonight. Oh my god, look at you, still blabbing. I'm gonna tell Fat Tony. We don't need dirty rats like you. Boys, they're not a couple. You got my meaning? No, no, I do not. You'd recognize them right away from that hit film Bill Shakespeare about the poetic duck, you know? What? I know I'm not an expert in William Shakespeare, but I don't think I know anything about a play about a duck. You, sir, have confused me all to hell now. Stone cleaner. When have I have not used stone cleaner. Not in a long ass time there, Cat Roberts. Alright. Looking good, looking good, looking good. There we go. Saw it. Let's get under here. At some point, this billionaire, probably most secret in the world, he's flying in. This guy needs to shut his trap. This business acquaintance of mine, he's probably the most interesting of the lot. Uh-huh. That's because you know him. He lives in a cave like a superhero. What? Not sure what you think superheroes live in, but okay. It says he's accessorized to the heck. Are you trying to say he's Batman? I'm trying to say you know and Bruce Wayne. Is that in-game? Is that real life? Or a siren? That may be downstairs movie. Cleaner has been a hit or miss sometimes, but it has been very useful here. Thank you. And we definitely made up for it with timing, that's for sure. Had I not run out of it so soon in the subway, we would have been done way faster with that. Would not have been a two-parter. Alright. Why am I stuck ducking? Got that. Got that. Alright, let's get this cabinet done here. And then we'll figure out what we're missing from it. I have no idea what they were on about egg drop. But I don't think it was worth it. No, not at all. It's definitely a better looking plane now. Apparently I'm still not done. 98%. Got that. Everything's done. Alright, what are we missing now? Just start at the top. Elevators. Figure out what the hell that is. Oh, looky there. Crap in here. Get that. That. Oh, I saw it. Okay, this thing. Like that. Alright, and a rudder. So, this guy. Ta-da! Super fast job. That way better. Nipium Super Special Sparkle. Sweet mercy, you're a marvel. I've just been asked if I'm free to do a bell tail slide for the new Mint Spies Christmas movie, and I can, and it's all thanks to you. Well, I'm glad you think so. That's the one I gotta do with the white nozzle. I was a silly. It's a giant finger, so I don't know if we can do it all. Because it's gonna be with the, it's almost done. We're almost done. Look at that, how quick we are. I don't know how long it's gonna take with the white nozzle, so I'll probably split this into another video. I'll finish PowerWash Simulator before. And I'll sprinkle in doing the bonus jobs after doing main story, so yeah, it should be fine. Alright, in the meantime, how do I get back to that? There we go. In the meantime, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you're having a good day or night depending when you see this video, and as always, my wonderful lovelies, remember to stay awesome, and I shall see you all in the next video. Did that all in one breath. I'm impressed. Till next time, though, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye!